Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Truth be told. Oh my god, my skin is glowing. Holy shit. But not. This is getting ridiculous. Drake has nothing to do. I know all you conspiracy theory people, y'all jacking off and y'all want to make it seem like Drake has something to do with X being killed, but Drake has nothing to do with this shit.
Fellow South Florida rapper XXXTentacion turns his attention to another famous rapper, Drake. The famous rapper's attorney was in court to fight an order to appear for a deposition. XXXTentacion was murdered nearly 5 years ago. At the time, it was rumored his death had been linked to problems he had with Drake and the group Migos. 4 men were arrested, 3 of whom are currently on trial. And at this morning's court hearing, Drake's attorney said there is no evidence Drake was involved at the time.
At this point, I think you have a cooperating witness that corroborates.
So that's the attorney for Drake.
Mr. Graham has nothing to do with this case. Mr. Graham is not listed in any report. Mr. Graham, I don't believe has been discussed whatsoever in this case, to my knowledge, other than rumor and innuendo.
Drake and his attorney must work with defense attorneys to set up a deposition about his involvement or lack thereof.
All right. So this is the reason. So Drake and X, they had a back and forth. Long story short, I'm not even trying to like make this a long story short. I don't know what the fuck I just said. But basically, X dropped a song called Look at Me. Drake has a song called KMT. Both those songs sound alike. Now, at the time, X had thought that Drake was still in his flow. So X got upset. So I think those videos are still, they're probably all over the place. But I'm not about to go through a whole bunch of digging. Like, I'll be up here all night trying to find this shit. Long story short, X thought Drake was still in his shit. And when X was locked up, he wanted Drake to, I guess, try to help him with his case at the same time, because X had thought that Drake fucked with him. But when X had found out that Drake not stole his song, but had the same cadence as his song, he was pissed off. Now, this is hip hop. You know, everybody be saying, oh, when I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up, or I don't fuck with you. Everybody always says. Let me see if I can actually find it when X was beefing with Drake. Let me see. Yeah, this is the reason why they even got into it. X was mad that Drake stole his flow.
Drake hit up a DJ that I fuck with. He was like, yo, nigga Drake, watch your interview. He said he fuck with you. He saying he go call your manager within the next few days.
Okay.
So I'm amped up. Nigga, I fuck with Drake.
Yeah.
You feel me? Drake a genius. He was supposed to contact one of my managers. So he doesn't do it. That same fucking week, bro.
Demon just got out.
Oh, shit. I don't want to play it because it's copyrighted music, but basically the song KMT that Drake got sounds like the song that X got, and that's what got him upset. That's what got him pissed off, basically. So like I said, you know, they go back and forth. This is where X, the reason why you probably like, well, if it's just they just going back and forth, why is Drake, you know, mentioning him in his songs? This is when I disagree with X, when he took it way too far. Hold on. He starts talking about Drake's mom. Now you playing a whole different ball game when you talk about somebody's mom. If I don't, it's one thing if you don't like me. You don't like me, that's cool. It's fine. They probably could have had a conversation like, yo, little homie, I ain't mean it like that. Something had happened. Whatever the situation. But I think once he started talking about Drake's mom, that's when it was up.
Hi, you guys.
And you got to remind you, like I said, I don't condone it, but this is when X was like 18. He died when he was 20. He was only in the game for like, what, 2 years, maybe 1? So this is when he was like probably 18, I would say.
Hey.
So he's not even mature yet, but this was still fucked up.
Tell Drake mom I want some. Hey, tell Drake mom I want some tapioca pudding. Tell Drake mom I like my pudding tapioca.
Yeah, that little nigga was wildin'.
And I like my kneecaps like sandbags. Yo. Hey, y'all like pudding? I like pudding, bitch. I like my hoes when they like pudding. I like my hoes with pudding, man. I like my hoes with pudding. Are you cutting? Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I love y'all. Hey, this shit is so fun. I just like, bro, it's so fun to talk shit and know a nigga not gonna do shit. It's like, bro, it's like cool because like this money is making him be quiet. But I would never, bro. Like only way like I would ever be quiet is if I know I could whoop a nigga. If I'm humbling myself because I know I could whoop a nigga. But I know I'm not finna get whooped by that sorry ass nigga. No, I wish I was high. Third eye open. Yeah, it's there. It's there to some degree. For real, fuck Drake for real.
Yeah, this is when X didn't give a fuck about nothing. He was fighting in the parking lot. Motherfucker was body slamming niggas and licking their blood off their face. That nigga was on some demonic shit when he came out. But he tried to change. I'll give him that. He just didn't have that time to change. But he was wilding. Now, maybe Drake thought that, you know, he was one of the... Because Drake got a habit of doing this shit. People be thinking he a culture vulture. You know, he'll take your song, and then when he take your song, then the person that made the song originally won't be irrelevant no more. But Drake didn't realize that X had a talent, and he had a gift, and he had a loyal fan base. That motherfucker was just wilding the fuck out back then.
Say X like his pudding tapioca. And yes, I'm finna publicize the fuck out this shit. Yes, I'm finna harass this nigga. Yes, I'm finna talk shit because he stole my shit and ran off with it.
That's the reason why he was mad at Drake to begin with.
If they got a problem, he could see me at my next show and fade me at my next show. Real fucking talk.
And that's what X didn't get when he was coming back. Drake ain't gonna see you, my brother. Back then, I'm talking about. Drake ain't gonna... His entourage gonna snuff you.
He like his ex sunny side up too. Are you talking about my
imagine I'm just you know throwing a little come on now, you know X wasn't about to fight no Drake wasn't about to fight no damn X. Come on now. You really think Jimmy from Degrassi is about to shoot the fade? Where's that shit at? Oh my god, they always playing goddamn music. They trying to get this shit might as well be copyrighted. Anyway, you really think Jimmy from Degrassi, Jimmy, he ain't about to fight no crazy ass. He ain't about to fight X. Are you crazy? But that's the reason. That's the moral of the story, basically, on why. I guess why Drake's name is being brought up, because they had issues, but it's really nothing deeper than just some hip hop shit. So the fact that this defense lawyer is trying to involve Drake in his case is just laughable. Like, yeah, like everybody knows where this, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, if Drake did, because you got some lyrics, let me search the lyrics up. What's that song called? Sick of these niggas, hide some help. Mob ties. Let's go to the lyrics. I can't spell today, but alright, fuck it. See the nigga hire some help. Get ready. What is that? There's 2 ways for LWW shit. I mean, brother shit. All that shit. Where's the lyrics? Where's the lyrics? I'm trying to find it. Shit. This shit was a nice ass song though. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, where's the I gotta find it. I haven't heard that. Okay, here it is. All right, boom. Alright, in the rocket and that bitch ain't got no tags. Louis bags in exchange for body bags. So obviously they tried to go snatch the bag off of X's chest, off of X, obviously. So when that shit, and this song had dropped when X had passed away, so everybody was thinking that, you know, Mob Ties, Drake was involved because he was saying lyrics like this. And then when you start the song off saying, hey, sick of these niggas, hire some help, get rid of these niggas, these conspiracy theories, they gonna be, oh, they love shit like this. They love shit like this. But the truth is, listen, I ain't trying to pop your bubble, but Drake ain't got nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with X passing away. You know how stupid you would have to be that big of a rapper to try to, come on, bro. Drake would have been locked up. Now you could argue that if Drake is trying to cap like he has something to do with X passing away, that's some corny ass shit. I agree. Like, bro, when that man was calling you out, you ain't say nothing. You ain't have no smoke for him. You ain't have nothing. Now that he passed away, you want to... That's corny. That's corny. And I'm a huge Drake fan, but that's corny. But as far as him being tied into this shit, come on, man. Be smarter than that. As big of an artist that Drake is, do you really think that motherfucker's going to put a bag on somebody?
Right, Dedrick Williams and Trayvon Newsom are on trial for first-degree murder and robbery with a firearm for the June 2018 shooting of the 20-year-old rapper, whose real name was José Onfroy. The attorney for Dedrick Williams said in his statement that before his death, the victim made claims on social media that if anything happened to him, Drake was behind it.
Now, X was obviously trolling. You kind of see, if you looked at his IG lives, he trolled a lot.
XXXTentacion later retracted those claims. Now the defense claims Drake wasn't properly investigated.
Clown bozo ass lawyer. If you need somebody to represent you, do not hire this nigga.
He came on social media and said, guys, before he dies, if anybody kills me, it's Drake. Do you think in that time span that they went and they addressed him, they talked to him? No. Do you think sitting here today, years later, any detective has ever asked, you know, Drake or anybody like that? No, they never did that. So you ask yourself, how could that be?
The prosecution argued that there was no evidence linking Drake to this crime. A judge had previously denied a request to force Drake to be deposed in this case. Investigators say XXXTentacion was leaving a motorcycle shop in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, when he was ambushed, robbed, and shot to death in his vehicle. Drake has not been charged in connection with XXXTentacion's death. A fourth defendant, Robert Allen, has pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and armed robbery for his role in the crime and is set to be sentenced later this month. He is a prosecution witness and testified against the other three defendants. The trial is expected to last until March, and all three suspects have pleaded not guilty to the charges against them. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara.
How can you plead not guilty when you caught on yeah. These niggas is going to jail. But that's really what it is. It's really what it is. They only went back and forth because X was mad because Drake stole his shit, or he think in his, at the time he thought in his head that Drake was stealing his flow. That's it. But I think the reason why Drake was taking it to another step is because, like I said, when I played that video, X was talking about Drake's mom. Nigga, I go to war for my mom. You talk shit about my mom, fuck you. Whatever happens to you, oh well, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's just on some shit to where it's like, I get where Drake is coming from when he dissed him, because X was talking about his mom. But at the same time, if you ain't got nothing to do with that, if Drake would have never, if Drake would have never even mentioned him on these records, he wouldn't even, his name wouldn't be brought up. His name wouldn't even be brought up in this situation. But other than that, bro, like, but I gotta break it down because, you know, some fans don't know who X was, and they be like, well, how is X and Drake tied into this situation? If you a real X fan, you know. But if you somebody that's just learning about the case, you don't know. So that's why I broke it down for you. But leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.